I can see it does look almost, it does not look the same at all. I'm not sure. That's why I wasn't sure before when you asked me if that was the tree, because it does not look like that, this tree in my picture from Realtor.com. I believe now that that may be the picture.
The one that's next to it.
Yes, I think it might be the higher one that we still have in our backyard. But I'm not sure, to be honest.
That's what I believe as well. I believe that the one in Google Earth that's being depicted in this photograph is the taller of these two trees, and the one that was cut down is the tree from the photographs that you gave me. I hate that this can't be zoomed in.
I can try to save the photo, and then you might be able to zoom in on it.
Yeah, do that. All right. Yeah, that's what I think. I think that that's the. There we go. Yeah, that's the tree in question.
And Your Honor, we love trees. We actually plan on planting a new tree, an avocado tree, in our backyard in place of that tree. Probably not in the same place, but
Place of this tree?
no, not in the same place.
I'm saying you're going to replace this tree?
Well, yeah, that was the original plan.
Oh,
We want to have some type of shade in our backyard. We have that bigger tree that I believe it's a mango tree, and we have the other smaller tree that's bigger than this shrub or tree, whatever it is. And we planned on planting a new avocado tree in its place. We don't hate trees. We just
give me the
wanted to get
photo,
rid of that.
the photo from your scientific journal thingies. I do too. Okay. So, what he's saying is that this is this is just better maintained, and but these two things are the same. That's what he's saying. They look to be the same. And
Also,
he's
if
saying-
you
and he's saying that this is called Abrovita, which is an easily recognized shrub with its large teardrop shape and flattened branches held vertically. Most young plants are seen as shrubs, but they can be pruned into a small tree. Take it uphill. All right. Thank you. That's it. Take it uphill.
What does that mean? I'm new to this. I don't understand. What does
you
that
got
mean?
a ticket. That means that you got to pay the ticket. That's what it means.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Last item, Your Honor, number 23, ATCNA 2018-00003, Fabajo Corporation. Good morning.
Go ahead and make your appearance for the record.
My name is Eduardo Nunez. I'm the property owner of the property located at 12245 Northeast 9th Avenue.
The city would like to...
What's your position with Fabadu Corporation?
I'm the sole proprietor,
Okay. All right. Large brindle shepherd tied on too short of lead with no shelter for a weed. Resident confirmed. Adequate shelter. Set out times. Okay, this is some type of violation with regards to a dog.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so you've been made aware of the violation, correct?
I'm aware of.
You understand the violation, I should say.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I don't reside on the property, you know,
Okay.
it's my tenant, I mean, which I bring as a witness.
So you're saying that, has the tenant communicated to you that on this particular day, that those conditions didn't exist?
Exactly, that's what she says.
Okay. City?
The city would like to call Michael Fuentes. Can you please state your name for the record?
Good afternoon, Michael Fuentes, City of North Miami Animal Control Officer.
Where are you employed?
City of North Miami,
And what is your responsibility as an animal control officer?
to patrol and enforce animal control ordinance.
And how many years have you been working as an animal control officer for the city of North Miami?
7.
Now, I'm now showing the property owner. May I approach?
Yes. All right.
Officer Fuentes, is that the ticket that you provided to the property owner on or about November 1st, 2018?
That's correct.
That was at 12245 Northeast 9th Avenue?
That's correct.
And can you please explain to the court how you came about into contact with this violation?
There were several complaints, and I went out and did an investigation.
Now, did you receive an affidavit, a specific complaint affidavit from a specific neighbor?
Yes, that's correct.
Showing the property owner and tenant complaint affidavit?
Yes, that's her affidavit.
Now, did you have her write that affidavit?
I requested if she, whatever she saw or whatever she wanted to write down in her affidavit that she could be a witness.
And Your Honor, permission for the witness to read into the record the affidavit?
Yeah.
Or if Your Honor would like this, or we can introduce it into evidence in, Your Honor. At this time, the city would like to introduce the affidavit by the neighbor in this case.
Yes.
Please read it.
Okay, she says she called North Miami PD about a complaint of a dog who was screaming from pain. He was stuck in his wire leash that was tied to the tree. This is not a first time this happened, but this time when it happened, no one was home. By the time Officer Mike Fuentes arrived, the dog was unable to free himself. I have a witness, this dog. Being tied to the tree for 24 hours a day with no shelter every single day. I see my neighbor, young German Shepherd, I don't know, it's hard to read, food and talk to dog in the morning and evening. My corner is his quality of life. He is an aggressive dog, charged 2 small dogs from the other side, and sometimes even found off the leash. The front yard fence is quiet, scary, because it feels, I don't know, she doesn't make sense here.
All right, let the document will speak for itself. The document is entered into as to, is hereby admitted. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm now showing the property owner and the tenant photographs.
It looks photograph of the dog, right? Yeah, that is the dog.
Officer Fuentes, is that the dog in question when you arrived at the property depicted in that photograph?
Yes, this is the,
Did you take those pictures?
yes,
When did you take those pictures?
11/1/2018 at 11:07 a.m. in the morning.
Was the dog on the leash when you got there?
The dog was on a short tether where he couldn't move around.
And can you explain to the court, like, what kind of material this leash or tether was made out of?
This is like a cable tether, very thin cable tether, that he wrapped himself around the tree that was there, and he couldn't untangle himself.
So he wrapped his neck around this leash, correct? And how long would you say in feet was this tether?
Well, when I arrived, it was like 1.5 feet. It wasn't much room. If he, went to the bathroom, he was stepping in it. He wasn't able to have the freedom to move back and forth.
So you would say that's not much room, correct?
I'm sorry?
You would say that's not much room for him to
Right,
move around?
that's not sufficient tether. That's not sufficient.
Now,
Is the material appropriate for a tether?
They use it in different ways. Like if you put it like a clothesline across from the thing, and then you have from the dog's collar it slides back and forth. Yes, but the way she did it, she put it around the tree where the dog keeps going around the tree, and he kind of choked himself, and that's not proper.
now, in those photographs, there's two bowls, correct?
Yeah, they seem to be a pair empty.
Now, there's a silver bowl and a white bowl, correct?
Yeah, I see a silver bowl and there's a black bowl with white writing on it. Yes,
Now, which bowl is closest to the dog?
the black one with the white lettering.
Could the dog reach that bowl
Um,
based on the photographs and what you saw that day?
just making it, like the silver bowl, he can't reach that bowl. No.
Was there any water or food in these bowls?
No, I didn't see. There was no water appearing in the bowls.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the area where the dog was at. Can you just explain to the court what is adequate shelter from the elements as defined under the statute?
Okay, adequate shelter is supposed to have a house for the dog. He's supposed to have an overhang over the head, hiding from the elements, the rain, the sun, whatever. This way he can go in and under and he can hide. Also, he has to have fresh water daily, and he has to be up off the ground. The dog cannot be in the dirt. He has to be up off the ground
Meaning
in
the
case.
shelter has to be up off the ground.
Yes.
Now, did it seem from your observations that the dog had adequate shelter from the elements?
No, he did not.
Did it seem from your observations that the dog had sufficient food and water?
No, he did not.
You stated earlier that he was entangled around his neck with that leash, what's supposed to be a leash. Would you classify that as mistreatment of this animal?
Yeah, because he was outside, tethered, unattended.
Without shelter.
Yeah, without shelter.
Without any shelter? I have no further questions for this witness.
Have any questions for the witness?
You will explain yourself, right?
Yes, I am. The
Well-
dog have a long leash.
I'm
My name
I'm
is
asking the
Edith
prop-
Soliva.
I'm asking the property owner, and you're free to confer with her, but I'm asking you as a property owner, whether you have any questions for this witness.
No, I don't. I mean, as I said before, I mean, I don't reside on the property. I wasn't there when the officer gave the ticket, so I didn't see this is the first time I see this affidavit, so I don't have any information about this situation. She's the tenant who lived there. That's her dog, so that's why. I mean, she asked me. She said that she didn't.
You want to call her as a witness?
Huh?
Do you want to call her as a witness?
Yeah, that's what I said in the beginning. Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Yes, my name is Edith Soliva. I own the dog for my son.
Do you, and where do you live?
I live in 12245 Northeast, Nye Avenue.
Okay. And does this dog belong to you?
Yeah, it's my son dog,
Okay. How old is your son?
19.
The son lives in the property as well?
Yes.
All right. You've seen the photographs? right?
Yes, but the list is long. I know he want himself, I want the tree,
Mhm.
but he want to eat, he just leave himself out. But the neighbor, what he said that was calling the back, he have two dogs. He told me to bring my dog to play with his dog in the back. I say, wait for my son to come from school, so he do it. When my son come, he say he cannot take the dog to the back because his dog was too little and my dog was bigger than his dog. He don't wanna take the dog to play. He say that my dog like lonely because he don't have the other dog to play. Then he called because of that, but I don't leave my dog in the leash. I only do it the day we not home. So at night, we let him at the leash. When we not home, when he came, my daughter called me. He said he came.
The place that he is it surrounded by a fence or a gate?
Yes, there's fence, but there's a little gate. He told my daughter, buy a little gate for the dog not to go in the front. So I only been there for 2 months. I just moved here. I was on the beach, and I bought
So this
the
dog
gate.
has been with you before you moved here?
Yes.
Okay.
I buy the little gate he asked me to buy, cause I buy the dog house. He told me to buy a dog house.
You bought the doghouse?
Yes, I bought the dog house. Then the dog only sleeping out, sleeping in the house during the night when it's cold, when it's winter. So where I come from, the dog will stay outside. So when he told me to buy the gate, now I don't put him in the leash because I buy the gate, the little gate he told me to buy for the dog not to go in the front. I bought it, I put it on. I don't put him in the leash no more.
Okay, but you understand that the conditions that existed on that day were in violation of the city code?
Yes, he go to the back. When I told him, nobody cannot call him for the dog, cause I put the dog on the leash for 5 days. When I mean 5 days, at night I let him out. Before I left in the morning, 5 in the morning, I put him back in the leash.
Yeah,
I
but there,
always put
the
water
city
and feed.
the city requires that an animal be kept in a certain way. And so that the way in which a animal is to be kept, particularly a dog, in this city, those conditions didn't exist when the officer went out and gave the citation. And that's what we're here for today, because when the officer went out and saw the animal wasn't being kept pursuant to the code. So on that day, you were in violation of the city code.
Yes, and that did I went. That because I told him I put the dog in the leash. He said, okay, let him go to the back to see the dog.
All right,
That's when my
I just
daughter
want to
was-
add to the record that when I went out to do my investigation, I spoke with the witness and the resident, and they both said that the dog was left out there for a week.
Yeah,
And I
that
wrote that
because-
on the ticket, so the dog was out there on that tether for a whole week
But I
without
explained to
proper
you-
shelter in the elements, with
I
no
explain-
food or water.
All
I
right.
explained to you I let it at daytime, but at nighttime, I let him out.
All right.
But I put a bottle of water and food. The dog just eat it. But why should I leave the dog? I'm not just having the dog. I have the dog since I was living in the beach. I just moved in there for 2 months, so I did not have the dog house because the dog was inside.
Okay.
Because where I used to live, there wasn't no gate. That's why I leave the dog inside when I was living in the beach. Now when I move in,
So when you lived in the beach, how long did you live on the beach?
I've been living on the beach like for 15 years. But I
So
have
the
the
dog-
dog for a year.
So for a year, the dog was an inside dog.
The house, because I never buy a dog house.
So you-
There's no fence.
So you moved here, and the dog is now an outside dog on a tether.
Yes, yeah, because there is a gate.
Okay.
That's the reason why I didn't
I-
have the dog house.
All right. I uphold the citation. The citation is upheld based upon the evidence and the testimony provided. Thank you.
Chair,
Yeah.
the citation remains?
Yes.
Okay. Tiene que poner.
Nothing further from the city, Your Honor.
Ladies and gentlemen in the back, you guys have a case before us? Oh. It's
Item
another
number
ticket?
No.
Oh, they came in late? Oh, okay.
Item number 51, Officer Perez, customer Jean Barjon and Marie G. Case number CESOD 2018-00018. This is for the animal case.
Go ahead and make your appearance for the record.
Yes, hi, my name is Steve Barjan. Good morning. And that's my dad over here, Jean Barjan. He's the owner of the property that we are talking about.
Mr. Baljon, make your appearance for the record, please.
Yeah, don't know. Your name, don't know.
My name is Jean Barjon.
Okay. Mr. Baljon, you've been made aware of the violation? You understand the violation?
Tu comprends la violation?
You need an interpreter? Do we have
I
a
can
Creole?
speak on his behalf.
We
That's
have,
why
we
I
have
came.
an, we have an interpreter.
Yeah.
Hein?
Okay, oh. Okay, un interprète.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Mr. Baljon, do you understand the violation that's been issued against your property?
Sous propriétaire. Yes.
Yes.
All right. And do you disagree with the violation?
Est-ce que ou pas d'accord avec violation ça que yo ba ou? Ou d'accord ou bien pas d'accord avec ça ces papiers yo ba ou?
Non,
Okay.
pas d'accord.
I don't agree.
You do not agree.
Ou pas d'accord avec lui.
Mm-mm.
No,
All right.
I don't.
City?
City of North Miami, Code Enforcement Officer Perez. Today we're hearing the case for the property at 12423 North Miami Place in reference where the grass in the front lawn as well as in the swale area is in poor condition and needs to be resodded. These are photographs of the property itself.
Ouais, gazon.
Oui.
Do these pictures properly depict the conditions that existed at the time that you issued the citation?
Yes.
Papier ça, li montre que c'est ça yo te ouais, là yo te voir ticket, c'est ça?
Okay. And this is your property, correct?
C'est propriétaire là, pas vrai?
Oui, yeah.
Yes.
Photos are admitted. I'll take notice thereof.
Li accepte photo yo comme preuve.
Do you have any questions for Mr. Perez?
Est-ce que vous avez une question que tu as demandé, Monsieur Perez?
Non.
All right.
Non.
Do you want to give some testimony or have someone give testimony?
Est-ce que tu as voulu dire qui choy ou bien tu as quitté petit doigt dire qui choy pour vous?
Yes.
Ou quitter le palais? Yes.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
So be careful.
Sir, did
Okay.
were you here were you here at the beginning?
Okay.
Sir, were you here at the beginning?
I'm
Were
sorry.
Were you here when we began the hearings?
Yes, I was here.
Okay. Go ahead and make your
Yeah,
statement.
like I said before, my name is Steve Barjan, and me and my father, we live at the property of 12423 Northeast Miami Place. We've been living there for 22 years. We never had any problem with the city. All of a sudden, this came up. We don't know, and we are frustrated. My dad is already not feeling well with his health already.
What's your frustration?
This is terrible.
What's your frustration? The grass, the conditions of the lawn as depicted by the city requires, pursuant to the city's code, requires better maintenance. It has to be what they call resodded, which means basically to regrass the area. And that's what the city is
Right.
asking, is that that area, that new grass be placed in that area.
Yeah, we want to comply with what you guys want. We
So
want
you
to do it.
You recognize that based upon these photographs that these areas lacking, is not completely grassed as it should be.
Yes, I recognize that. I
okay.
see that. I agree. But we are also surprised because all of a sudden all this came up because we never had any problem for 22 years in this property. We understand what the city wants.
Okay.
So that's why we had a little meeting with the family about this to make the arrangement. They want us to park in the swell area. I told my dad, make sure you park your car in the swell area from now on. And they want the concrete. So now we have one car parked in the front, and I even took pictures of what you guys would like it to be. And we're gonna try our best to fix the problem, but we don't want to be charged for anything. I mean, we received this warning right now. I don't know if it's a citation or not.
It is. It's a citation.
It is?
Yes.
Okay. And
So, how much time, with the city, forget about the concrete and all that. What the city is saying is that you can comply with this if you provide new grass in this area, in this grassed area. New grass has to be provided where there's grass lacking. Okay?
Right.
How long do you think it'll take for you to get that done?
A couple of months.
All
Maybe
right.
until May.
No, can't give you that much time to
No.
do. This is simple sodding. This is simple
Okay.
resodding.
But we are already in the process of solving the problem.
Yeah.
We already contacted somebody for a driveway because they will install a driveway for us so we can park more cars instead
Okay.
of parking all over the grass.
Listen,
like they
I
don't want us
understand that you are there's a simple resolve until you get that done. And the simple resolve is to go to Home Depot, get you some dirt, and get you some sod, and put the grass in those blank areas on the lawn.
Right.
That will correct the violation until you decide whatever you want to decide with regards to increasing your parking capacity.
Right.
All right. So there's a simpler solution that doesn't take you until May to do. So I'm going to give you until June 30th to find out a violation. January 30th. I give you.
Oh, that's too
I
early.
find that a
sir.
violation does exist to cite it.
That's too early.
Not to put some sod
June
down. It's
30th?
not. January 30th is not
Because
too
we
long to
were
put some
planning.
sod down. Sorry, it's just not.
I know, I heard it. Yeah.
All right, so I find that a violation does exist to cite it. Issue an abatement date of January 30th. If not abated by January 30th, then it's $250 per day until abated.
So now, how much are they charging us right now?
Nothing right now.
Okay.
You have until January 30th to
30th.
get to put down new sod.
New sod.
You have January till January 30th.
And I have some pictures of some of the arrangement that we made because, like I said, we talked to the family members, and that's how we park the cars now because they don't want us to park on the grass. So I have a picture right here showing.
Well, because parking on the grass leads to killing the grass,
Right, it
which
kills
leads to
grass.
the blank
That's
spaces.
what I was told by the officer, and but before we were in confusion. We really didn't know what the violation really is. We said what they want. They said they want us to. They said the ask is too high, and then they want us not to park. We were in confusion of what the violation was really
Right.
is.
Right,
And,
there's patches in your lawn. Those patches need to be filled with new sod.
Okay.
All right?
All right, we're gonna work on that.
All right.
And, we're also gonna have a driveway done so we can park more cars there because we usually have like 4 cars parked there most of the time. And the day that he came, he saw a car parked right on the grass. I understand about the violation. So,
All right.
all right,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Call your next case. Is there another case?
Item number 2. Officer Sanders, customer Alan Levine, case number CENUS 2018-00208.
That's it? Oh, I thought she was coming. I thought she was coming up. All right, my interpreters, thank you for your service.
Do you sign anything for me? This is the first time that I.
Not that I'm aware of.
Thank you. Straight ahead. Not here. When you exit out that way, straight ahead to your left hand.
There's no one here on behalf of this property. Inspector, is there compliance?
Shanna Sanders, City of North Miami Co-Compliance Officer. As of yesterday, no, compliance has not been met.
Let the fines go forward.
Item number 5, Officer Sanders, customer Alexis Ramus, case number CERCV 2018-00113.
There's no one here on behalf of this property. Inspector, is there compliance?
Shanna Sanders, City of North Miami Co-Compliance Officer. As of yesterday, roughly 11:50, compliance has not been met.
Let the fines go forward.
Item number 11, Officer Sanders, customer Betty Walker, case number CEPFY 2018-00615.
Shanna Sanders, City of North Miami Co-Compliance Officer. This is a new case for 2140 Hibiscus Circle. The violation is for a vehicle that's parked on the front lawn. I first initially opened this violation on August 30th of 2018, sent another letter on September 12th, and then again on October 8th of 2018. As of today, the violation remains. I am showing that proper service was given. It was the property was posted on December 12, 2018 with a notice to appear. Mailing was also mailed out on the 14th of December 2018. Again, as of today, the violation remains. I have photos if you would like to see.
Thank you. Having heard the testimony, the evidence presented, the property owner failing to appear after having had proper notice, find that a violation does exist as cited. Issue an abatement date of January 30th. If not abated by January 30th, then it's $250 per day until abated.
Item number 17, Officer Perez, customer David Williams Properties LLC, case number CEZPU 2018-00050.
Which one? Which number?
17.
There's no one here on behalf of this property. Inspector?
Officer Perez with the City of North Miami Code Enforcement, reference to the property at 155 Northwest 124th Street. The property was serviced on December 8th, 2018 at 1:40 p.m. It was also sent certified mail. The property in question is in violation of the zoning usage. They are doing mechanic work on the property continuously. Warnings were issued prior, and attached are photographs of the incident.
Having heard the testimony, the evidence presented, the property owner failing to appear after having had proper notice, finding the violation does exist as cited. Issue an abatement date of January 30th. If not abated by January 30th, then it's $250 per day until abated.
Item number 20, Officer Perez, customer Ermite Roberti, case number CEZPU 2018-00048. Item number 20.
Sorry, what was the name of that one? Isn't it January 19th? We have 9 and 30 on the paper. Whatever the heck I did with that paper. On our hearing dates, we have 9 and 30. Is it 19 and 30? Because January 9th wouldn't be 30 days from today. Alright, so why is it 9?
Code Enforcement Officer Perez with the City of North Miami. Today we're hearing the case in reference to the property at 12280 Northwest First Court in reference to zoning prohibited use. At this property, They have been repairing vehicles and operating as a dealership in the residential area, which is prohibited to the city. The property was serviced on December 8th, 2018 at 2:08 p.m. and was also sent certified mail. They have not complied.
Having heard the testimony and evidence presented, the property owner failing to appear after having had proper notice find that a violation does exist as cited. Issue an abatement dated January 30th. Not abated by January 30th, then it's $250 per day until abated.
Item number 24 and 25, Officer Perez, customer Fanny Elzevir, case number CEFAW 2018-00252 and CEGMP 2018-00290.
There's no one here on behalf of the property, Inspector.
Officer Jose Perez with the City of North Miami Code Enforcement. We're hearing the case in reference to the property at 12205 Northwest Miami Court, reference to CEFAW 2018-00252. The property in question has a large fence in the front of the property, which has been poorly maintained. No compliance has been met. The property was serviced on December 8th, 2018 at approximately 12:52 p.m. It was also sent certified mail.
Second case.
I'm sorry?
Second case.
Second case. Second case is in reference to the property at 12205 Northwest Miami Court, CEGMP 2018-00290. This is in reference to the maintenance of said property. The exterior of the premises are in poor condition, as well as the fascia boards of the property. Property was also serviced on December 8th, 2018 and sent certified mail.
Having heard the testimony and evidence presented, the property owner failing to appear after having had proper notice, find that a violation does exist as cited, issue an abatement day of January 30th. Not abated by January 30th, and it's $250 per day per citation until abated.
Item number 27, Officer Fuentes, customer Felix Jean Marie, case number CENUS 2018-01244.
There's no one here on behalf of this property.
This is Officer Fuentes, City of North Miami Animal Control. Was that out to this property? They were ticketed for the dogs at large, and then an NOV was issued. They surrendered the dog to the shelter, so the case is closed.
All right, case dismissed.
Item number 39, Officer Sanders, customer Hector Martinez, case number CEEXP 2018-000113.
Someone here on behalf of this property, Inspector. Is there compliance?
Shanna Sanders, City of North Miami Co-Compliance Officer. As of yesterday, 3:10 p.m., compliance has not been met.
Let the fines go forward.
Item number 40, Officer Clark, customer Hector Lomini, and case number CEEXP 2018-00224.
There's no one here on behalf of this property, Inspector.
City of North Miami Code Compliance Officer. This is a case in reference to the exterior, excuse me, property conditions walls of the property. I went by on yesterday. They do have proper service. The property was posted on December 7th, 2018, 11:55 a.m. No one has responded to the notice to correct the violation. I like the violation has not been corrected. If you would like to see the pictures.
All right. Having heard the testimony and evidence presented, the property owner failing to appear after having had proper notice, find that a violation does exist as cited, issue an abatement date of January 30th. Not abated by January 30th, and it's $250 per day until abated.
Item number 74, Officer Perez, customer Ojer Mokur, case number CESSP 2018-00253.
There's no one here on behalf of this property, Inspector.
Just to confirm, this was CESSP ending in 253?
Yes.
Okay. City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer Perez. Today we're hearing the case in reference to the property at 12605 Northwest First Court. This is in reference to the storm shutters throughout the entire property that are still closed and have remained closed throughout the entirety of this. The property was serviced on December 12th, 2018 at 10:13 a.m. and it was also sent certified mail.
Having heard the testimony, evidence presented, the property owner failing to appear after having had proper notice, finding the violation does exist is cited. Issue an abatement date of January 30th. If not abated by January 30th, then it's $250 per day until abated.
Item number 81, Officer Dorville, customer Prestige Stone LLC, case number MHVL 0201801150.
There's no one here on behalf of this property. Inspector, is there compliance?
Code Officer Dorville, City of North Miami Code Compliance Office. There is no compliance today.
Let the fines go forward.
Item number 83, Officer Dorville, customer Raymond Mondesir, case number CENBR 2018000081.
There's no one here on behalf of this property. Inspector?
Good afternoon. This is John Dorville, City of North Miami Code Compliance Office. This property was originally posted on 8/30/2018. Property was posted 12/6/2018 at 3:23 p.m. It is in reference to the house number on the duplex. They are not in compliance based on the house numbers not being visible from the sidewalk.
All right. Having heard the testimony, evidence presented, the property owner failing to appear after having had proper notice, find that a violation does exist as cited. Issue an abatement date of January 30th. If not abated by January 30th, then it's $250 per day until abated.
Thank you.
Item number 86, Officer Clark, customer Roberto Fuentes, case number CEGMP 2018-00304.
Wayne Clark, City of North Miami Code Compliance. This is a case in reference to the exterior window awnings. I asked them to pressure clean them and to paint them. I have spoken to the owner, and she assured me that it would be done. However, it's not 100% complete.
All right. Notice?
Was posted December 7th, 2018 at 12:55 p.m.
All right. Having heard the testimony, evidence presented, the property owner failing to appear after having had proper notice, find that a violation does exist as cited. Issue an abatement date of January 30th. Not abated by January 30th, then it's $250 per day until abated.
Item number 96, Officer Fuentes, case number CENUS 2018-00908, customer Three Kings on 135th LLC.
Good afternoon, Officer Fuentes, City of North Miami Animal Control. Address is 1525 Northeast 135 Street, Apartment 1. This was about rabies and license tags. I went this morning. The woman is up to date with current rabies vaccinations and license tags.
All right. Case dismissed.
Thank you, sir.
Item number 98, Officer Perez, customer Volcane Dynamic Realty Fund, case number CEGMP 2018-00233.
There does not appear to be anyone here on this property. Is there compliance?
Compliance has not been met.
Let the fines go forward.
And that completes all for today.
These hearings are hereby adjourned.